Yo, what's good? If you don't know who I am or what this shit is about, I'm Tristan. I'm 19 years old, live in fucking Fargo, North Dakota. And yeah, this is the fucking documenting the journey. This video is a little bit different than my regularly scheduled videos. I do fitness, basically. I hope you can tell. I do a video every single day documenting my journey, but I also have this side. I know business and fucking fitness and working out and those two things, those are my main focuses. There's two sides of the channel. I think those mesh really well. It's self-discipline, like just being the best person possible, working out, and making as much money as I can. So this video, if you saw the fucking title, I had the best month I have ever had. I'm 19 years old. I made $17,000 and $17,057 or $51. I have no fucking clue. And that was in the month of June. Right now, it is the 13th. It's Saturday morning, 13th of July. So I'm making this a little bit late, but this last fucking year, I've been reflecting, or these last, 13 days of this month, I've really just been reflecting on just my entire year. I graduated high school last year. So I was like, thinking back to a year from now, and I'm like, damn, I made something out of nothing. Not to say like I'm where I want to be, but I hit a lot of milestones. And what everybody always says is like you really like, you overestimate what you can do in a year, but you underestimate what you can do in 10. I didn't have any expectations going into this. I didn't want to go to college. I say this all the time in all the videos. I didn't want to go to college. I didn't want to fucking do any of that. I don't know, like the bullshit of working a 9 to 5, like going and working a job. I knew that that was probably the route that I was going to have to take if I wanted to like create a side hustle and make something online. But I guess I got lucky. Went down the right path, and the last couple of days I was just reflecting on, I made $17,000 last month at 19 years old. And that might sound like I got it figured out, right? But this video is like I'm documenting my journey, all these videos, that's literally every single one of these videos. But this video, I did a while back, a video was feedback analysis. It was just basically me showing where I'm going to be, what I want to do, those things. And it's kind of a similar video. I decided that I'm not going to do those feedback analysis videos. I don't like the idea of that. I just want to make a video like update. This is June. This is a milestone for me, right? It's a fucking year later, and my goal was $10,000 a month. I had a paper on my wall. I tore it down and ripped it up because I hit it. But I had a paper on my wall. It was from my notebook, and it said make $10,000 in a month. And I hope this audio is recording. Yes, it is. And I fucking hit it. I destroyed it. And I won't get to basically I just sit on a computer and I do sales. Like, it's basically a glorified 9 to 5, but it's a side hustle. I turn it to my main hustle. Now this is my side hustle, which I want to turn into a main hustle. It's going to open up a lot more vectors, if that's the right word. That's just the first word that came to my mind. Not the fucking guy from Despicable Me, but it's going to open up more vectors and to like make more money, have more opportunities, do more things, do the things I want to do, because I don't want to be sitting on a fucking computer the rest of my life. People think like, okay, you made that much money last month, like that, too much money. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with that. I live pretty modestly. I drive a piece of shit car. I don't really do anything. I don't know what I'm going to fucking do with that money. I don't have anything to do with that money. So honestly, there's what was my point with that? Fuck, I'm so bad at going on tangents and stuff. So, just to get back to the meat of this video, it's just an update. It's just, I honestly have no idea where I want to go. I just know that I have this frame set out that I want to go on this path, which goes with making YouTube videos. I like working out. I want to go travel. There's a lot of things I want to do. And this last month, I've just been trying to figure out what I want to do, because it's not be and sit on a computer on the phone doing sales calls for the next 20 years. Like, it's a good gig, and I would be like, I could go life making that money and be well off, but it's not like something fun. Like, it's not like, it's super burnout. Like, I already feel burned out, and it's not like a long-term thing that I just want to do. So that's where my head's at right now. I have no idea yet. I just know that I want to continue making these videos. I want to make fitness videos. I want to do stuff with Ethan, making fitness videos, who's my brother. And yeah, I just want to fucking get tanner, get bigger, lift more, make more money. And that's the goal. But yeah, I'll get into this kind of this last month. I've honestly just been working so fucking much that I wasn't able to focus on these videos. So reflecting on, I mean, this past year, I haven't been able to, you're in a season of earning and you're in a season of learning, is what most people say. Because I made the other video where I talked about why I spend all my money, and it's to widen the pipeline, because you have a certain amount of money that you can make per month, right? You have a certain amount of knowledge that you can apply to make a certain amount of money per month. So like, at some level, you're stuck at a level where you can only, like, I thought of it like Clash of Clans, like you have all your fucking thing that, like your mines, you can only mine so much until you upgrade it. So you can only make so much money until you upgrade your skill set. So I'm at a certain skill set where I can only make, I mean, max, like I probably could make $20,000 in a month, but I got to learn something more to get to that next level of making like 30, 40, 50, starting my own business. But like, I'm doing it by like, I'm basically still a worker. I'm a little bee, worker fucking bee. Because I work a job. I don't have like some freedoms of like owning my own business and stuff like that. So there's seasons of earning and seasons of learning. I'm in a season of earning. I didn't learn, I'll be honest, I didn't learn much I mean, I learned, but like not as much as not like a shit ton of learning this last couple months. I've just been fucking working. It's a season of earning. I'm building cash flow so that I can go out and build my own business or make more content or focus on this stuff. So I have the money coming in and I can focus on this. Because this is my main objective, is to have money that I can just live off of, but then build this so that this can be my main source of income. I can go from, it's like the whole analogy of like, you're working a 9 to 5 and you have this side hustle, you're building a business, and then you make the side hustle, you build it up, and then you take away this one so you can make this one just fucking go to the moon. And a couple of my goals that I had, because I did the video, the feedback analysis video where I just went through my goals and shit. And I just kind of want to fucking throw that away. I have those goals still, but I don't really like the idea of like just, I don't know. It's not something that I wanted to continue the series with. Last month it was a hustle because, I mean, I just missed out on it. Even right now, I'm 13 days late. It's a month down the road. But to tell you how I did make the money, just because I know fucking people are going to ask me how I made $17,000 as a 19-year-old. I work a sales job, so I work for a trading company. Shameless fucking plug. If you got like 20, 30 grand, or you got like, you're into investing, trading, shit like that, it's an algorithm that trades for you. So I work for them. I sell the algorithm. I get a commission off the sale. So if you do have fucking money, I'm going to tell you, I made $2,000. I have $25,000 in the algo, and I made $2,000 off of that myself. So that was another $2,000 that I just made doing fuck all. So $12,000 from working for them, $12,000 or $2,000 from the algo. I made another, what is that? I guess that's 14. So it would be about $2,000. Wait, $3,000 that I made from thinning beats, and then I had another gig that I did that I made another $1,200. So I made $1,600. People don't know this. I actually would have probably made fucking more money, but there was 2 weeks, it was actually 8 days, where I went out. I live in North Dakota. We thin, there's a beat thinning. I've done it for the last 6 years. It's good money, but you're on your fucking hands and knees in a beat field. You guys wouldn't have guessed this. I fucking work for my computer, but I also went out in the field at 6 a.m. and thinned beets. So I was out there fucking, it's basically picking weeds, but it's beets. And I was the top beet thinner. So I made $1,600. It was a bad year. The best year I had, I made $3,400. So I honestly probably would have made more money if I would have stayed home, worked on my computer, and not gone out and beat thin. Because I only made $1,600, and I missed out on like 8 days. So it was more like 3 or 4 weeks that I made that 12 grand in at my job. So pretty insane. But I'm just saying, I'm not upset that I did it, but I probably would have made more if I didn't do the beat thinning. But $1,600 from that, and then another $1,200 from another gig I did, which adds up to be about $17,000, a little bit over, teeny bit over. I made a tweet where I said 16,700, but I made a miscalculation. It was actually more. So when I actually got paid. So that's obviously enough to live off of, especially for a 19-year-old. I have fucking zero expenses. I live by myself. My parents don't, help me at all. I actually will probably send them money pretty soon here. But I'm a 19-year-old. I know I spend money better than they do. I'm gonna invest it. Not to say anything against you guys, mom and dad, but yeah. Well, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this shit because I'm not trying to just blow it all. I know I did make a video. My last video on this side of the channel, like the business side, was why I spend all my money. I'm gonna reinvest it into myself. I'm not here to spend it or blow it or any of that shit. I'm here to reinvest it so I can get to that next level. Like I was talking about, I'm at a season of earning where I can make like 20 grand or like 10 to 20 grand, like capped. And that's where I'm at. I want to invest it into myself so that I can get to the next level where I can make 30, 40, 50, $1 million. But we're not at that level yet. I know that I'm just taking steps to get there. It took me a year to do this shit. You guys don't know. Maybe it sounds good and I make the video and it sounds easy. Oh shit, he's 19. This shit's easy as fuck. No, you're not gonna work as hard as me. That's the fucking, at the end of the day, this shit is not easy. I did make some videos and I wish I would have documented when I started, but that's just not how things go. It takes a certain type of person to not go to college. You have to have a certain type of mentality to, make it online, not fucking get trapped into the matrix, I guess. I don't like that fucking, the Andrew Tate shit. Well, I agree with some of this stuff, but that's the best analogy I can come up with. It's not easy to do this shit online or make money. You can do it, but this isn't a video of how to. I don't like the people who make videos and how, hey, here's how you make $10,000 online or $17,000 online. You don't have to work fucking 10 hours a day, a job, making hourly wage, XYZ. You don't have to do anything. It's just passive income, all this shit. I don't like any of that shit. I don't like the people who post that because it's all bullshit, and they are a lot of the time they're making money off of teaching you how to do the thing that they're saying how to do. They've never done it themselves. They're not making the money. They didn't make their money. If somebody, let's say, just does Airbnb, they're teaching people how to do Airbnb. They're not making their money off of Airbnb. They're making their money off of teaching you how to do Airbnb. I don't like that shit. And that was just an analogy. I'm not saying that and I'm not calling out any specific person or anything. But just whole online business space in general, I want to make these videos so I can document the steps that I took to get where I am right now and where I want to be. So you can actually see raw what I did. I'm not telling you to do this or telling you to do that. I'm a big believer in, and I preach, I do what I preach. I try everything out. Like, I'll try this, I'll try that, I'll try everything, and I'll figure out what works for me. I take bits and pieces of certain information, and this is what I do for fitness as well. I watch a fuck ton of fitness videos, everybody contradicting each other. I try them all out and figure out what works for me, because what works for me isn't going to work for you. What works for you isn't going to work for me. There's been people who have, there's 19-year-olds making fucking hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars, way more than me. There's obviously 19-year-olds who are broke as fuck. It's not going to be the same thing that works for everybody. Not everybody's on the same path. So that's why the channel, and I like the idea of documenting my journey, and maybe this, and some fucker can watch this, and I hope it helps one person. I hope it helps a million people. But I'm making this video, and this is really just an update, feedback analysis, and where I want to be, realigning myself, and reflecting on the last year. So it's really just, taking back, looking where I wanted to be right now, 6 months ago, what my goals were, if I hit them, if I did what I needed to do to hit them, and what I want to do for the future. Am I on the right path to do the certain things that I need to do to actually get to where I want to be? Because it's not about the goal in my eyes. Like, I had that fucking goal of making 10K a month on my wall for 6+ months. Like, it was up there since I started this shit, or since I got to the apartment. And realistically in my head, I would think fuck, I don't know how I'm gonna hit that. I have no fucking idea, but I'm doing the right things I need to do, and I'm working, and I'm putting in the hours that I need to actually get there. And then it ended up happening. Because it's not about the fucking goal itself. I didn't have some epiphany or some shit this last month. I just kept doing the same thing I was doing every month before that. I know I'm the hardest worker. The people that I'm working with are fucking mid-20s, late 20s, 30s. And I'm just this 19-year-old, and I was the top setter in the company. It's not a fucking coincidence that every job I do, I'm gonna be the top rep, the hardest worker. I want to be the best in all facets of life. People sometimes don't like me because I'm super competitive, but why do you think I succeed in these things? You have to be fucking competitive. The world is competitive. Not all things are created equal. Not all jobs are created equal. Not all people are created equal. You build certain skill sets, and there's a reason that America is the best country in the world, because there's competition. I love competition. I love this quote, and I think it was Michael Jordan, it had to be Michael Jordan. When the game's on the line, I want the fucking ball. And I've known that shit since high school. That's always been me. When there's pressure, that's when I perform. When my back's up against the wall, that's when I perform. And so, also, you just can't be comfortable. If you want to improve or get to the next level or be where you want to be, your back's got to be against the wall. That's a bet. Well, it doesn't have to be against the wall, but that's when you perform the best, is when you're under a fuck ton of pressure. What I did a couple months ago when I made that video, why I spend all the money I make, I was fucking I honestly spent all my money. I spent I spent $8,000 on my credit card in a month, and I was making $4,000 a month. I was buying shit just to try everything. I was trying to get to my goals. I bought a $5,000 course, which actually got me this job that I just made $12,000 in, and it got me the bot. Then also made me another $2,000. It's gonna make me passively a minimum baseline $2,000 a month, which is insane. People live off that shit, and I'm just making it in the background, and I could literally just fuck off to wherever, and I would just have that bank account sitting, and it'd just be making me $2,000 a month. That's insane. I could retire basically. Obviously I'm not going to, but I think, at least personally for me, that quote, when the game's on the line, I want the ball. I've never played fucking ball sports. Don't get me wrong. I'm not fucking hand-eye coordination, none of that. Like, I sucked at football, sucked at basketball. I was a track and swimmer. But when there was somebody that they were like, this guy, like, somebody's got to beat him to win the meet, I'll fucking race him. Put me in the pool. So, put me at the end of the relay and I'll catch him. That was my idea. And the same thing is with business, and I love it. So I like the pressure. I like putting myself in a situation where I need to win. That's when the most people like actually win, and that's what I did. Is I put myself where I was like, I got to make this fucking money. I got to make something out of nothing, and I did it. So that's something I do recommend. Put yourself in a certain situation, unless you don't perform well under pressure and you want to be comfortable. But I do think that's the biggest place that you grow. So this next month, I'm just going to continue reflecting, try and figure out where I want to be, what I want to do. But really at the end of the day, it's just, I know my long-term goal, and I know the things like short-term I need to do to get there. So it's just continuing. There's going to be a lot of fucking roadblocks on the way. And even at the beginning of this month, God's been testing me. So you just got to trust the process. I sound like I just got I'm getting like a sports interview after I lost again. You got to trust the process. I don't know. But I don't know. That was my yap. That was my rant. Sorry if that's fucking long. I'm on day 148. So if you want to watch my workout videos, I'm going to get some more done with Ethan. I'm going to train Muay Thai. I'm going to get tanner. I'm going to get more ripped. And I'm going to make better videos. And I'm going to make more money. So you can watch it. And you can hopefully take some bits and pieces and learn from it. Because that's the goal. It's not to tell you what to do. It's to tell you to experiment, because that's what's worked for me, is experimenting and testing out what works for you, because it's not the same for everybody. Trust me when I say that. Like, it's different for every single person. But at the end of the day, all you can do is just put the fucking work in. So I'm gonna end it off on there. I'm just trying to think in my head if there's any notes that I missed out on, other than watch the other videos. And if you want to go look at where I was a couple months ago, there was May feedback analysis that kind of showed my goals and where I was wanting to be. A 10K month. I wanted a 10K month within 3 months. I did it in 2 months. I wanted 500 subscribers, blew that. I'm at 890. I want 1,000 by the end of this month, which I'm gonna fucking hit. It might be getting hit within a week or so. And I want a fucking lot of money. That's what I want as well. I want to go to Thailand this next year. I want to set myself up so that I can go to Thailand, build a business, build these YouTube videos, go collab with cool people. I want to fucking meet these fucking YouTubers and do fun shit and do challenges and just live life to the fullest. So this is day one. This is the fucking Jeff Bezos in his garage. Or is that Microsoft? Is that Steve Jobs? I don't know. Whoever the fucking giant company is that made their company out of the garage. Fuck, I don't remember what it was. Is it Steve Jobs? It might be Steve Jobs. I don't know. Whoever was in the garage. This is me in the fucking garage right now. So just you fucking wait. Sorry for my swearing, Mom. But it's how I express myself. So if you also want to know, I'm not sponsored by Rain, but this is a very, very good way to make more money if you have if you get a commission job. So if your job is to fucking work hard, I lived off these last month. Like I fucking probably drank one a day. Probably had 30. And June was best month of my life. Not in all facets, not like happiness wise, because I didn't do a lot of fun stuff. I really worked, but I mean, I made the most money. I progressed the most. I had some good fucking times, and I grew a lot. So I'm excited to see what this next year brings, because it's literally been a year since I joined a program, bought a program for sales, and started doing this shit, making money online. So now we're here, 17 grand, 1 year. I'm gonna look back at this video, be like, a year from now, I can't fucking imagine where I'm gonna be. So play things by the ear. If you want to ask me some questions, just fucking drop them. I'll answer all the comments. I got nothing else to do. It's the weekend. I am gonna work probably once I get bored later today. And I'm gonna finish the day 148. So give me tips, what I can improve, what you guys think I should do, new ventures, what I should do for business, how I can make the YouTube videos better. I know maybe like do some editing with the videos, or make like think of brainstorm content and stuff like that. But I just I don't have a ton of time to do that, or I didn't last month. So that's another goal that I want to get back into, is just I've got the shit, I've got the money, I can focus more on this, because that was the reason to make the money, right? Is so I could focus on this. So I'm gonna end it off there. It's a good video. I was just talking. Oh fuck. Well, literally last thing I just said. So I like making these raw videos, because this is unedited. I'm just gonna literally take this video, this clip, and then upload it like straight to YouTube. Maybe make a thumbnail that has like the number and the place, so people click on it, get more views. So to help the algorithm, go fucking watch after this video, go watch, if you finish the whole thing, go watch one of my other videos, boost the fucking algorithm. Like I said, let me know if I should edit some more videos. If you like the edited videos better, if you just like me raw talking. I like raw dogging this shit and just fucking spitting, because I want to be to the point where like I can hop on like a podcast or something and just talk, and not have to worry about like, oh, I have to edit all this stuff, like I didn't say this in the right way and all this shit. I don't want to be that way. Like I will edit some videos, and I want to do like fitness content like all these fitness YouTubers do. But I also like the raw talking, and I'm not a fucking meathead. Like I'm not like the smartest knife in the drawer, but fuck, I wanna like be pretty intelligent. I don't want to be one of these fucking meatheads. Not saying that there's like pretty much every fitness YouTuber out there that's big is pretty fucking smart. So shit, I'm gonna end it off there. New best months coming soon. I'll catch you guys. Peace.